Last time on MasterChef Australia,
Let the battle of the taste buds begin.
Mindy and Alice went head-to-head for a shot at guaranteed immunity.
I'd love to tell you to relax under this beautiful Tuscan sun, but then that wouldn't be very good advice.
And it was Alice who won the coveted prize.
I'm happy that she done well, but I don't want 3 people with a pin.
Tonight, the top 10 amateur cooks face an epic 2-part challenge.
This person is a culinary god in Italy. Please welcome Gualtiero Marchesi.
First, they must conquer the MasterChef death dish designed by a master.
It scares all of us.
This risotto is going to change this competition.
Then,
Barilla live and breathe pasta, so they know what they're talking about.
2 teams must cook the perfect lunch for 500 pasta experts.
If we serve up Australian pasta to these Italians, it'll be a disaster.
It's a high-stakes race to create the best 3 dishes.
The main concern for all of us right now is time.
Hurry up, hurry up.
But the team with the least impressive will face elimination.
There's going to be one very sad team at the end of today.
I'd be interested to see what we do for a team challenge, whether it be like catering for the masses or if we're doing a smaller gig or I don't know.
Well, we're wearing our chef whites today, so if it's chef whites, it's something in a restaurant. I think it's going to be fine dining.
Waking up this morning, I'd forgotten that I had an immunity pin. It gives me a bit more self-belief, which is something that I have been lacking, and I think that I can go a lot further than I thought I could before.
It's been a while since we've won Chef's Whites in a team challenge. I think the last time was Tasmania.
Yeah.
I hate to think what's in store for us. I'm so tired after yesterday, and we've already done pizza and pasta. I think it's going to be absolutely epic. All right, let's do this.
Hello, you're looking very sparkly and white in this sunshine. Welcome to Parma, another gorgeous and unbelievable location, and the site, if you haven't noticed, of your next culinary challenge here in Italy. Think about Parma. I think most people around the world know what comes out of Parma. Parmigiano Reggiano. But it's also famous for a number of other things. Things like tortellini, mortadella, balsamic vinegar, and also the home of some of Italy's best chefs, Massimo Bottura. Hey. And behind us here, a magnificent building. This is the International School of Italian Cuisine. Thousands of young apprentices over the years have gone through this school.
Your Italian team challenge will consist of 2 big days. Day 1 will determine which team you'll be cooking in. Cook one of the 5 best dishes today and you'll be in the team that gets an advantage for day 2. So all you need to do is cook well, put up beautiful food. You got it?
Yes.
Now, let's find out what's happening today. It's a big day, it's a beautiful day, and you're going to be cooking for George and I. And someone very, very special. He started cooking at the age of 17 and has been cooking now for 65 years. This person is a culinary god in Italy. This man single-handedly changed regional Italian cuisine into something spectacular. He has won 3 Michelin stars in his career. He is regarded as the father of modern Italian cuisine. He is the dean of this facility. Please welcome Gualtiero Marchesi.
Oh my goodness, I just got a shiver.
Buongiorno. Welcome.
Ciao. MasterChef challenges feature some pretty incredible dishes. And dishes that contestants have tried and failed at. I think we've pretty much had close to 100% strike rate in terms of disasters when it comes to cooking this dish. Any ideas?
Risotto.
That's right. Risotto.
Oh my gosh, the challenge, our death dish.
Today you won't be just cooking any old risotto. You'll be cooking Maestro Marchesi's signature risotto.
Oh, here he comes.
Once Italy was announced, we had in the back of our mind that risotto would come up. It's a scary dish. I don't know why it scares us so much, but it scares all of us.
This risotto has changed the way the world looked at risotto and Italian cuisine. And today, this risotto is going to change this competition.
Is that gold?
Yeah, it's gold. That's gold. That is gold. That's gold.
Riso, oro e zafferano.
It sounds beautiful in Italian, and it also sounds beautiful in English. Risotto with saffron and gold leaf. Guys, step forward, because you need to taste.
I love that we get to taste it. Very lucky.
Nice.
Beautiful.
It's just a risotto.
Risotto. There are so many ways of making it. Everyone has their own theory. Everyone thinks they're an expert at it. We've seen so many disasters in the MasterChef kitchen. But for me, a risotto needs to look like that. Flat on a plate, not a big mountain of glug and stodge. Be able to see every single grain of rice that's coated beautifully in that sauce. Too much stock, it's like soup. Not enough stock, it's dry. That there is a perfect risotto.
Complimenti.
Grazie.
Do we have a recipe, George, or is it just...
There's no recipe. All the ingredients you need will be under the bench, but you'll have to rely on your own palate to recreate the maestro's dish.
Just by taste and feel? Yep.
Any secrets? Any secret? Can I tell any secrets?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, okay. Start is really, really fundamental. It's important.
And what's the best way to start?
So you have toast the rice with butter. If you don't toast enough in the right way, it's finished. You can start again.
Okay, you've spoken about the toasting of the rice, but I mean the amount of the ratio of stock, the amount of saffron.
We need the taste of the saffron, not of the stock. This saffron risotto is not Parmesan risotto. It's not butter risotto. Cooking time, you need to taste it. Yes, there's no 18 minutes, 19, 17. What is writing on the box is not true.
Right, guys, time to taste.
It's unlike any other risotto I've ever had. It's very smooth, it's very complex with the saffron, but it's not overwhelming.
Julia, what's your thoughts?
The thing that just gets me is it's not overly rich. That perfect balance, normally with risotto, I don't like it, it's a bit claggy. That I could keep eating because there's different layers of flavour and texture in my mouth.
This is very daunting. This dish has changed the way that Italians look at risottos, and the world looks at risottos. But the hardest thing about today's challenge is we don't have recipes. So I'm pretty scared.
You've seen, you've tasted, and you know what those important pressure points are. The toasting of the rice, the amount of stock, the amount of Parmesan, the amount of butter at the end. There's a lot to think about. There's a lot to process in such a humble dish.
Here's how the challenge works. You cook, we taste. There's no set time limit, but we'll take into account how long it takes you to cook the dish, as well as presentation and, of course, the taste. Give us everything you have. As soon as you're happy with your risotto, hand up and we'll come and taste it. Everything else is up to you. Ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Today's the first part of our team challenge, and we're cooking for an advantage in that team challenge. We've all got to replicate Maestro Marchesi's risotto, and that is no mean feat.
Okay. I don't know if I can make this risotto today. We're not given a recipe. We have to cook based on our palate and what we're tasting, and that to me is really difficult.
We start cooking the risotto. I pull out all the ingredients, put them on the bench, and there's so few ingredients.
It's not even any oil.
No shallots.
Nah. There's no shallots, mate.
The fact that there are so few ingredients means that you've got to get maximum flavour out of those ingredients. So there is nowhere to hide. It's saffron, wine, butter, rice, Parmesan, stock, and a gold leaf on top.
I start with boiling my stock because when you integrate a fluid into a rice, you have to actually make sure that the temperature is hot. If you throw a cold fluid into there, it actually stops the cooking process of the rice.
To make this risotto today, you first need to toast the rice in some butter. Yum, that smells good. It just helps coat the rice and get that beautiful flavour of butter and the richness developing from the rice.
I'm actually quite unfamiliar with risotto, and I've never used saffron before, so I'm just going to take it slowly, and hopefully I end up with a perfect risotto.
I think from memory I cooked a risotto in about 1980. That's when risotto became really quite popular. I have no idea what I'm doing.
So, Ben,
George?
How are you attacking this? You've never made risotto before?
Never made one, but I think I understand the processes in my head. That's the stock.
Yep.
So I'm trying to get that up to temperature. Butter in, rice in, coat the rice in the butter, then deglaze with the wine, and then add the stock bit by bit with the saffron.
Excellent. I think you're on the right track.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Good luck. Julia, how you going?
Good, George.
Excited about this challenge?
I am. It's a great challenge to try and replicate something and not just being given a recipe.
So toasting your rice off in the butter first. You got your stock up to the boil.
I do.
I think the alchemy's going to begin once you start adding that stock.
Yeah.
Yeah, and be careful you don't burn that, yeah?
Yeah. No. I've burnt it. Away she goes. I set my stovetop a little bit too high at the beginning, so I wasn't happy with my first batch of rice. It was a bit too dark, so I've started again.
There you go. Yeah, how's yours looking?
Mine's a bit dark.
A bit too dark?
I don't know.
So I've kind of cooked off the wine. Now the saffron goes in with the stock.
Bo.
Georgie?
You've made risotto before.
I have, yep.
Tell me, You've got butter in there, the rice in there, and the saffron. Saffron in now? After. Yeah?
After, okay.
You've got to remember, saffron threads bring out their colour with liquid.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
So at the moment, you're searing them, basically, and making them all crispy.
So I
something
should
to
probably
think about.
start that again, do you think?
Yeah.
Start again?
Why not?
Yeah, all right. Too
Good
easy.
luck.
Thank you.
Now it's all about waiting till all the stock gets sucked into the rice, and then adding bit by bit until the rice is cooked.
Well, halfway through the challenge, cooking a risotto, it is the death dish, and it's not the death dish for no reason at all. It's not easy, even though it's a simple recipe, but it's all about how they cook it. They're in some difficulty, right?
They are, because it's that idea. You toast the rice off first, and then, of course, add the stock to it.
Yeah.
You know, at what point do you add it? How much do you add? It's a guessing game all the
Interesting
way.
stuff.
You have 10,000 of recipe of risotto, 10,000 way to do it. It's really the dishes that you need some Italian feeling.
So it's up to them to try and use their chef's or their cook's intuition to make the perfect risotto.
Exactly.
We'll just have to wait and see how they do.
Just got to sit and wait for it to cook. Yeah, I'm really happy with it so far. I've got it at a good temperature where it's still got the bubble. It's not sort of stewing away. It's actually got a bit of a boil to it. So it means the rice is actually going to absorb the liquid. So, yeah, I'm happy at the moment.
I feel myself being quite nervous and really conservative about adding the stock. So I just add a little bit at a time and let it evaporate and then add some more.
Just so you know, everybody, Maestro Marchesi cooks his risotto in 20 minutes. You've been cooking for 20 minutes.
Really? Holy crap.
I honestly am just freaking out. I'm just freaking out. Like, this is scary to me. I don't know why a pot of rice is so scary. At the moment, this is not fun. This is terrifying rice. Unfamiliar territory for me. Out of my comfort zone.
I taste my risotto and I feel that I've put too much salt in there. I can taste it, and I'm not sure whether that's going to absorb by the end and taste okay, so I really need to get another batch going. This is my third crack at it, and I hope it turns out okay.
Cooking for me is normally something that makes me excited and, you know, I want to taste, I want to be interactive with my food. Today, cooking this risotto, I'm doing it mechanically and I'm doing what I think should be going into it. I know it's a ladle full of stock at a time, but there's no extra thought going into the process, and it's just the strangest sensation. And I look around and everyone else is the same. Bo has 2 pots going at once because he's not sure which one's better. Deborah's just stirring and stirring and stirring and she's got no liquid in there. What is wrong with us? It's a risotto challenge today, and I think for all the contestants, and myself included, tasting that risotto and then cooking it here in Italy, there's a whole Italian world of weight on our shoulders, and we all want to do well so badly that everyone's just freaking out.
This is the big question I think that everybody needs to ask themselves is, at what point is that rice perfectly cooked?
Il punto giusto è al dente ma senza essere crudo.
Everybody knows the word al dente of
for
Italian
pasta.
cuisine for pasta, also for risotto.
So you should still have a little tension, but then if you pushed it apart, there's no chalky starch.
Exactly.
I think I'm going to take it off. It's kind of got a wave there. It's going to keep cooking, so...
I've now taken my risotto off the heat. I think it's actually cooked to perfection, and as I let it rest, I actually integrate a touch of Parmesan and the acidulated butter just to give it that complexity of flavour at the end.
Yeah, I think I'm done. Gold leaf is extremely difficult to deal with under the most perfect conditions, and we've got a win to contend with today.
Oh, you son of a... How'd you go with gold leaf?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Ready? Finished, not entirely happy. For my first effort, it's going to be the best risotto I've ever made, but yeah, it's not as good as I would have hoped.
Ben?
Gentlemen?
How did it go?
Yeah, I think I went okay for the first time.
Rice is cooked?
Right, I'm happy with the rice.
Troppo crudo e senza sale.
Hand cook and without salt.
E senza anche il resto per niente.
Undercooked, no doubt about it.
Yep.
And it just needs more salt.
Yep.
Yeah. At least it's pillowy and flat.
Yep.
Well done.
Thank you.
I finished my risotto and it's time to put the gold leaf on, and it is absolutely blowing a gale. So I decided to put it under the bench. I tip the leaf over onto the top of the plate and peel back the paper, and the gold leaf is sitting perfectly on top. Done.
Bo, let's have a look, see what you've done.
This one is a little bit better.
Thank you.
I'm just finding it a bit dry. That's the problem with it. There's too much rice on the plate compared to that sort of lovely sort of sauciness.
Yep. Bo, good job.
Well, I got halfway there, didn't I? Ready?
Mindy, how'd you go?
It was scary. I found that very scary to do.
Un po' più di cremosità e poi...
Yeah, a little bit more creamy, and that's the right way.
I think the flavours are good. Plenty of saffron. I taste the butter. I taste the parmesan.
Gotcha. I think I know what my risotto's like because it's not soupy. So it's probably a bad risotto.
Deb, first of all, lift the lid up. Let's have a look. Come on.
Ah, nice. Manca un po' di tutto.
It's missing quite everything, except the gold.
Next time.
Yeah, I did a bad job.
Oh dear. 23 karat gold. Righto. Oh no, come on. No! Bugger. Bugger.
I'm building a bit of a fort, a bit of a wind fort.
Yeah, let's go under the bench. Great idea. What in then? Turn it over, transfer. Oh, the wind is... You gotta be kidding me.
There goes another one.
What? There's gold all over the place. Ta-da!
I've had enough.
Yep. Ready?
Yeah.
Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. The gold leaf was a total disaster, but I think I've got enough flavour in there to hit the mark.
Anche questo molto poco cotto, dolce.
Not enough cook and too sweet. It needs to be more stronger.
Look, I think in terms of the saffron, I love it. I love the fact that it's nice and flat, it's loose. At least it's got some viscosity to it. But the rice is just not cooked. It's chalky in your mouth, and it takes time for it to all disappear. It's still there.
Julia, happy?
Yes, I am.
Ah, we did have a bit of a problem with the gold.
It just went everywhere.
Fantastico, bello. Acidità, tutto.
It's missing everything.
La cottura del riso va bene.
Cooking of the rice, it's okay. But you give some idea to put the gold like this, not as a square.
Kylie, are you the next one for the hangman?
Oh, I think so.
Sapore non è male.
Need to be a little bit creamy, but the taste is not bad.
Thank you.
Alice, lift the lid.
It's chalky, not enough liquid. You know what? The flavour is good. I like the saffron seasoning. You know what to do now.
Yeah.
Practice.
Cool.
Hey.
That's it.
Audra?
Yeah, just balance of flavours and things like that I found quite challenging.
Ah, che bello. Audra, it looks good. Yeah. In terms of viscosity, the texture, it's good. And in fact, the rice is cooked well. But, you know, more saffron and it would be great.
All right.
Wade, never cooked risotto before?
Look, I've cooked it once before.
Once?
Yeah, once.
Can I take the lid off?
There we go. The worst thing about it was that gold leaf. The Italian wind had a couple of things to say about it.
Yeah.
Strong taste.
Yeah. Wow. It's good. I'm getting cheese, I'm getting parmesan. And actually, the texture of the rice is probably one of the best on the line.
Oh, wow.
Out of all the contestants. I reckon that's nearly to the point of being nicely cooked. Thanks, Wade.
Grazie.
Not bad, huh?
Thank you.
Hey!
Grazie.
It wouldn't be an Italy trip without risotto, and what better way to learn about it from the master himself. A big thank you to Maestro Marchesi and, of course, Chef Michel. We've tasted your risottos and we've worked out the ones that we like and the ones that weren't quite up to scratch.
Oh, dear.
We were looking for the 5 best dishes. If I call your name, please step forward. Wade. Audra. Mindy.
Oh, that's a relief.
Kylie.
Wow.
And finally, Bo. Well, you 5 made the best risotto of the day. That means you are the red team.
Yay!
Here's your aprons.
Thank you.
Nice work. Oh, that was lame.
The rest of you are in the bottom 5, which forms the green team.
Thanks.
Yeah!
I'm in the green team, and this consists of myself, Ben, Alice, Julia, and Deb. I look around and we've got a good team, but the thing I've learned about these team challenges, it's not about who you work with, it's about how you gel as a team.
Red team, congratulations. You get the advantage in tomorrow's team challenge. And you'll be pleased. Wait and see. Tomorrow is all about cooking for the masses.
Oh, my God.
500 people.
Whoa.
You need to decide who your captains are going to be and who's going to lead this team to victory. There's a lot riding on this, so make a good, a wise decision. I love MasterChef. See you tomorrow.
Oh, God, can you believe it? Hey, Barilla. Oh, my God, look at that. It's you. Oh, there they are.
Good morning, MasterChef Top 10. Welcome to the Barilla Pasta Factory. Hard to miss, isn't it? Barilla! It is a huge, huge factory. I have never seen anything like this before. George and I have had a sneak peek, and it is incredible. It produces 1,000 tons of pasta a day.
God. Day.
So you have to believe me when I tell you that all the employees, all the staff here at Barilla live and breathe pasta.
Wow.
And you know you're cooking for 500 people today? Yeah. Guess what? They're the staff. And you have 3 hours prep time. Barilla is the world's #1 selling brand of pasta, so they know what they're talking about.
Yep.
There's a lot at stake today. If you're on the losing team, you face elimination. So this is how the challenge is going to work today. You're going to take responsibility for 3 pastas on each team. One of those pastas has to be a lasagna of some kind. One of the pastas has to be vegetarian. And one must be a seafood pasta. Other than that, the choice is yours. You design the pasta menu, use your creativity, but remember, you're cooking for Italians, Italian palates, tastes.
500 of them.
So, how does the tasting work? George and I will taste your dishes, but we've also got somebody very special in the world of Barilla, the chairman of Barilla, and that's Guido Barilla.
Oh.
What he doesn't know about pasta isn't worth knowing. And today, he's eating your pasta.
Wow.
Kylie, you're wearing the captain's apron for the red team.
Yes.
What was the rationale?
I didn't actually put my hand up to be a captain.
We picked her. We picked her.
Why is that?
Yeah,
Audra?
it was a no-brainer. Look, I mean, she actually runs the kitchen really well. She knows Italian food really well. She's so connected to this place. You know, so we'd support her 110%.
Okay, green team. Andy, looks like you're the captain.
Yeah.
Happy about that?
Yeah, I'm always happy to be captain. I lead at home in my basketball team, so I'm no stranger to leadership.
The 5 of you were on the bottom half of the ranking yesterday in terms of risotto. Something to prove today?
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, red team, we told you there was a little advantage for being the top 5 cooks from yesterday. There'll be 6 pastas to choose from. You get to pick the 2 pastas that you want to cook with first.
Okay.
Whatever's left, the green team get to pick from.
Excellent.
Got it?
Yep.
Got it?
Yep.
What are you waiting for?
Let's go! Let's go! It's a sprint!
The first thing we have to do is race into the pantry and try and, I guess, familiarise ourselves with everything that's in there.
Whoa. Beautiful fresh produce. Let's have a look what meat we've got. Okay, we've got lots of
Seafood.
pancetta. So prawns, calamari.
It's really important to match whatever ingredients we're using with the right type of pasta, because if we don't, the Italians are not going to enjoy our pasta.
All right. How'd you go?
Good, good.
Okay, so what did you see in there that you like?
Oh, we found some beautiful zucchinis with zucchini flour and just some fresh peas as well.
So sweet.
I know, so we're thinking we'll probably put those vegetarian combinations with the farfalle pasta.
Yep, and maybe seafood. Cassarecce. I loved this when I cooked with it at the other restaurant.
And it looks good as well.
It hot sauces and it's just user-friendly, which is really important for us today.
Yep.
Yummy, let's go. Come on, guys.
Come on, let's go.
Grab these, grab these.
Wow.
Bursting into the pantry and it gets everyone pumped. There's so many great ingredients.
Feel that beautiful thyme so that can go into oregano.
To cook with the best produce in Italy of all places for Italians cooking pasta, we're blessed.
So, Benny, you're a Matriciana.
Yep.
What are you thinking, penne?
It's normally served with bucatini, but I've seen it served with penne as well, so probably penne.
Yeah. You got your prawn dish.
Yep.
What are you thinking there?
I'm thinking with that one, probably the fusilli.
Yep. So was I.
That'll
And
work well
then
with
the only
sauce.
other thing, we've got our lasagna, veggie lasagna.
Love it. That's it. Done.
Our menu for today, we're going to do a lasagna using some of the beautiful pork sausages and breaking down some of the pork belly as well, which I've got Audra and Mindy onto.
It could be really risky going for a pork and pork belly option for our lasagna, but I guess Audra and I are trying to use ingredients that we know how to use, and we really think that we could extract some amazing flavours out of there.
Smell that. Wow.
for our vegetarian dish, we're going to do a pea, zucchini and zucchini flower based dish. And then for our seafood, we're going to do a tomato-based seafood dish. And I've got the boys on to preparing the seafood straight away.
Slicing about 4 kilos of squid. Basically, it meant we had to pull the wings off, pull the main bone out, and yeah, pull the body away from the head.
Betty's going to make a matriciana with the penne pasta. Julia and Deb are on to our lasagna, which is also going to be our vegetarian option. It's going to be a zucchini, pea and mint. And then Alice is out there. She's going to do a prawn pasta with the, how do you say that, pasta? Fusilli?
Fusilli.
Fusilli.
Fusilli, Jerry.
I'm in charge of a dish today, which is great. And hopefully I'll get a little bit of assistance because there's a lot to do.
Peeling prawns is a tough job at the best of times. Alice has got about 7 kilos to do. Poor girl.
So you just want to do one job at a time.
Yep.
So your first job is 2 bowls,
Yep.
tails in one.
Yep.
And you can whip through them,
Okay,
you know,
faster.
like incredibly quickly,
Great.
like this,
Yep.
right? So heads in one, and then your next job is to peel.
Yep.
You know,
Okay,
and then your next job is to devein, and then your next job is to, you know.
Thanks.
All right.
Yep.
And you'll crack through it in no time at all.
Hey, Mindy.
Yeah.
2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Do you think we should cut this a little smaller?
Can do.
It'll just break down a lot quicker, I think.
Ah, you are the captain.
Yes, sì.
Okay. Ciao, Carlo. Okay.
Buongiorno,
All right,
piacere.
buongiorno.
Roberto, the head chef here, is great. We're going to need his help today because we have no idea how to cook pasta at this large scale.
If there is someone that start to pre-cook the pasta, I think
Oh, now?
you know, yeah.
Okay. I'll do this and then I'll do the pasta.
That's perfect. Yeah. All right.
All right, Julie, have you checked if they've got any ricotta?
No, I'll go to that.
I'm really happy making lasagna, but I'm really concerned that we're just using ricotta because what are we going to do for a liquid?
So basically, instead of the bechamel, we're going to put a ricotta.
It's very difficult because you're gonna use the raw lasagna. So the raw lasagna needs a lot of liquid moisture. Yeah.
Roberto says no way can we make this lasagna without a bechamel sauce.
Who wants to do the bechamel?
Deb will do it, I'll prep.
You all right, Deb?
Yeah.
Are you happy with that? Because if you're not happy, we can swap.
We're already behind then. So that sort of throws a spanner in the works right then and there. Bechamel sauce is pretty simple when you do it for 6 people, but doing it for 500 people, it's quite a huge task.
Just letting you know, 1 hour down, 2 hours to go.
Yep.
A lot of energy being expended. Let's hope it's going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on, guys. Let's go, red team. Let's get a wriggle on. An hour into prep, the prawns are taking forever to shell, to peel, to devein, to shred. It's seriously a mammoth task, and I can see that the other team have both Wade and Bo working on their seafood, and I'm in the corner by myself, peeling away.
Have you got a mise en place list to start off with?
Yes, in my head at the moment. I haven't
You've
broken
got a
it
mise
down.
en place list in your head.
Yes, but I've designated it.
Designated it. Here's the deal.
Yep.
Write your mise en place list.
Yep.
I've never worked in a kitchen where you don't write down
Sure.
what's got to be done. So you've
Yep.
got a reference point from everybody else.
Okay, cool.
Have you thought about how you're going to split the dishes? How many of each dish are you going to cook?
Yep.
Because if you're going to feed 500 people,
Yep.
you need to know exactly how many portions.
Portions
So
out of each one.
what you do from there is then
Yep.
you can weigh and measure
Okay.
everything.
Yep, sure.
All right?
Hey, Min, you good with maths? Okay, so
So-
60 to 70 grams. Let's go 70
That's
grams
dry-
per portion
dry
of dry
pasta?
pasta.
Okay.
Portion.
So that's a dry, how much in a box?
500 in a box.
Okay, so that makes it easy. So times that by 200.
Yep.
So it's 1200.
Let's just go like this. So what's that?
Is that? That's 12.
12 kilos.
And there's 500 in there,
24
so 24 boxes.
24 boxes.
I'm really happy making a matriciana. You saute off some garlic and onions and then add Parma ham, send us over in Parma. Add some chili and then some tomatoes. Normally I would make it for 4 people. Timesing everything in my head to get 200 portions.
So I'm making the bechamel sauce at the moment. I just need to do a roux, which means just butter and flour. Add some of the milk that I brought up to the boil, and then just make sure I whisk it and whisk it and whisk it until it's nice and smooth.
All right, Rolling over. We need to stir it. We need to stir it. Turn it down.
What?
Oh, the whisk over there. Do you want to grab it?
Audra and I are like soul sisters in the kitchen, honestly. It's almost like we don't even have to talk to each other half the time. We know what each other are thinking, and we know and work exactly the same way.
Good caramelization on some of it.
You know what? Leave the oil in there.
We'll scrape it off at the end.
Yeah.
We caramelize the pork belly in huge pots of pans with some olive oil just to get some good colour on them to extract as much flavour as possible. We want to get some caramelization out of the sausage meat as well. We start cooking this off on the hot plate.
There's so much meat. It's crazy. It's just incredible, but it's great. I mean, this is just fun cooking. It's wonderful. Oh my God. Getting at the gym when you've got this.
Roberto,
All right.
thank goodness you're here. Because
Really
they
my
need
pleasure.
they need some advice, don't they? It's a really, really big task.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to be ready?
Well, actually, I'm a little bit worried. So I need to be honest with you because all these recipes takes a long time for preparation, and I'm wondering if they are able to finish on time.
Well, I think everybody's running behind. The time is really poor at the moment, and there's nothing I can do until this boils.
Okay, Deborah, we really need to cook the vegetables, Deborah, because we are very, very late.
Okay.
So, come on.
Okay.
I'm making the bechamel next to Audra, who's making the meat sauce for the lasagna today. And the two of us realised that the pork belly, it's too thick and it's not going to break down to what we want it to be. So Audra suggests that we chop it up. And I tell her, use the food processor, it's going to be quicker.
Yeah, try, but I think that you're going to...
Too liquid.
Yeah, to have a very strange texture.
But then Roberto tells us he's got a mincer, and that might help solve our problem today and get that meat cooking a lot quicker.
We mince the caramelized pork belly and sausage meat together. And then the final step is adding all the tomatoes, create the perfect sauce. Oh my God, that's great.
This is such a good experience, cooking in basically a brand new kitchen for 500 people. I'm making pasta right now. I'm just par-cooking it. The pasta cooker on its own is like a robot. It's unbelievable. You basically throw 5 kilos of pasta in, push a button, and after 3 minutes, up it comes and it drains itself.
It's cool, isn't it?
It is cool.
It's the best pasta boiler, unbelievable.
I love it. It's so easy.
I want one in my house.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Only if you can set it on about 30 degrees and have a spa in it.
At the moment, I'm making the pesto. I'm bouncing from mint to pesto to the other sauce. I really need to get this pesto made so it's ready for our vegetarian dish. The main concern for all of us right now is time. We're just running out of time so quickly that I think there's a lot of panic in the kitchen.
Guys, I love this bit of pressure. 1 hour to go. Question is, are you going to be ready? 500 people coming in for lunch. Come on.
Let's go, red team.
All right, let's go.
You have 15 minutes to do all your tricks.
Can do. An hour before service, we need to get these lasagnas assembled as quick as we can. They take 35 minutes to cook, and then they need to rest as well.
So let me see, more bechamel, more bechamel.
We need to finish off our sauces, we need to season, we need to get garnishes ready, and I'm getting a little bit flustered because I'm not sure if we're actually going to make it for service.
I think I need another attachment. Do the grating in the processor. I really want to grate the cheese because the cheese needs to be grated in thin slices. I need that grating attachment on this. Just getting the cheese is getting stuck.
Rinse that quickly and just use that.
I want the... It'll
It
just
doesn't
get
matter
stuck.
with Parmesan.
Julia keeps insisting that we should just blend it up with the blade.
No time.
And eventually I just go with it, can't be bothered arguing anymore.
Come on, guys. We need to hurry up.
Come on, guys, let's go, Reg!
Okay, then you need to be putting both
Coming
cheeses.
along, both cheeses.
Yep.
What first?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter?
Nope.
Once we get the lasagnas in, it'll be fine. It's the same as every team challenge, you know, you kind of cruise along and then all of a sudden it just gets to this peak and everybody's running madly around no matter how organised you are.
Yeah, it is a bit frantic trying to do this at once. What we need is a conveyor belt that moves it all along while we stand here.
Right, how are you guys going?
Good. We've got to get these in the oven as soon as possible.
They have to get in, don't they?
Yeah. So we've got these 4 that we'll get in, then we'll get another 4 on after that.
So that looks quite nice little filling, yeah?
Yeah.
We want it to be nice and light.
Well, it's warm out there, isn't it? Makes sense. Wow, fantastic. Go for it.
Red team, green team, half an hour to go. Be ready, please, because we are late.
George, mayhem.
Mayhem. There's a lot of food that needs to be cooked. There's 500 people about to walk in very, very shortly. It's good to see the green team, their lasagna's in the oven.
Yeah,
finally.
thank goodness. But only half of it. They've made 4 of them. They've got to make at least 8 trays to be safe. Alice, she's been busting her gut over there, taking all the little poop shoots out of the prawns. She's been left on her own. It's a lot of work to do.
It is.
And you know what? Looking after that complete pasta for a couple of hundred people, I don't know if she's going to be ready in time.
Alice had quite a time-consuming job with peeling all the prawns, so while she continues on with that, I'm just making the prawn oil.
Prawn oil is using the shells and the heads of the prawns to imbue flavour. And then I'm going to use the oil as the sauce for my dish so that the whole dish has epic prawnage.
Right, guys, this is it. We're at the business end of the challenge. 15 minutes before the food has to be out.
Yes.
You can load stuff out, like the lasagna, in the next 5 to 10.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes. I've been cutting, chopping and blending cheese for, I don't know, maybe an hour now, and my shoulders are absolutely killing me. I actually quite often feel like with Team Challenge, I just get shoved in the corner to do something that's, you know, pretty mundane, get me out of the road, then everything sort of just happens around me.
There's 10 minutes to go, and I'm cooking off the seafood for the seafood casserecce.
The only thing I think is, see here?
Yeah.
See here? See it's dirty, right?
Yep.
The way I think about it, when you make a small amount of pasta, where does all the flavour go? In the pasta.
Yeah.
So if you cook it in a pan,
Yep, done.
it just seems to make more sense,
Yep.
right? Even if you do batches, because then you can deglaze the pan.
Okay.
You can get all this flavour that's going to stick to this thing.
To the pan. Yep.
You want in the sauce,
Thanks,
right?
Gary.
Thanks, Gary. The pressure point with this is not to overcook it, because once you add the sauce and the hot pasta, it's going to cook a little bit more. And if you overcook it, it'll be tough when it goes out.
If you want my advice, now's the time. Start putting the pasta out. Set yourself up, do 1 tray of each. 5 minutes to go, 500 people. They're walking in any minute. Come on.
Have we tasted it, yeah?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, this is ready to go?
All good?
Dad, come on. Quick.
Buongiorno. Lasagna? What?
This challenge is just the biggest thing we've ever done. We're cooking for Italians who make pasta, who know their pasta. And it's 500 people. There's a lot of pasta to make.
Green team, red team, service is started. So, go.
Go team!
Yeah, do you want a bit more sauce around there?
Yeah. Scusa.
Yeah. Service has started. It is absolutely manic. We sort of thought we were ahead of time and would be able to deal with it, but we're sort of on the back foot at the moment. So we just need to keep pumping and just keep moving.
Yeah, I'm actually enjoying it now. This is when it all kicks in and the fun starts, so this is good. Benny, you right? You got pasta in?
Yep, pasta's in.
The #1 pressure point I'd say in today would be the cooking of the pasta.
Where do you want it?
In there.
All in there?
Not all of it, but I'll tell you when to stop.
Ever since we've been here, everyone's noticed that the pasta is cooked a lot more crunchy, I suppose, than back in Australia. Australia, we like it soft with no crunch. If we serve up Australian pasta to these Italians, it'll be a disaster.
Ok, Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
That's
good,
perfect.
yeah?
That's perfect. Okay.
Are you happy?
I'm very happy.
Ben, thank you so much. We learned from you, yeah?
I'm learning from you the problem solving.
All right, there we go.
We've got everything out at the moment, so we're killing it. The chefs have told us to keep it going, but because the people come in really fast.
The green lasagna, please. Green lasagna.
It's coming.
From where I'm standing, I've got a great view in looking and seeing how many people are coming into the cafeteria for lunch today. And I'm a little bit worried that we're not going to have enough food to feed the hordes of people that are coming in.
Ready, people are waiting. Please, thank you. Hurry up, hurry up.
Yes, chef. Yes, chef. More oil, you reckon?
Yeah.
Load it up, salt, oil.
Get in there. It's a great feeling when Ben and I are at the stoves cooking the pasta. It actually feels like it could be later down the track. We might open that Mexican restaurant, and I'd love for us to be working side by side again after the show.
More sauce?
Nah. Happy?
It's such a good feeling to be doing what we're now good at.
Red team for Falde, please. For Falde.
We're really proud of the food we're putting up. We're tasting it as we go, and it tastes amazing. This is what we're here for. This is a lot of fun.
Well, Gary, half an hour down, and there is still hundreds of people still to come.
Looks good, doesn't it?
Looks good, doesn't it?
Looks good. There's lots of chatter, and there's people flowing out into the canteen dining room. And they seem to be enjoying the food.
So I have the red temp dish and with farfalle, and it's really good.
I tried the green team. I tested the pasta with the matriciana sauce and the lasagna, and I liked, I would say a lot.
Red team, Casarecce, very good.
Red team, Casarecce, very good.
Red team, lasagna, very good.
Lasagna poi?
Our dishes are going to be tasted by George, Gary, and the chairman of the Barilla company, Guido Barilla. I mean, it's quite daunting. This man eats pasta every single day. We've got to cook some pretty good pastas.
So this is Ben's dish. Ben made the sauce. He actually worked really, really hard to get it done. And I think Roberto, who was the chef, seemed really pleased with the sauce.
The look is quite classic,
Yep.
and the way it's prepared looks all right.
OK, let's try. It's tasty.
The way the pasta is cooked, I think is fair enough.
Yeah, it's al dente enough to the tooth. What I'm loving is the flavour of the sauce. There's a little bit of spice there, just a little bit that keeps humming away in your mouth. And the pancetta's delicious.
I think he's done a really good job.
Great start for the green team. Good. Let's get in the next dish, which is the fusilli with prawns.
Performance of the pasta is great.
Yeah.
I really like the way it's cooked.
You know what? It's really tasty, and I love the flavour of the prawns, the prawn oil. And that pasta's really firm, but it's great. You know what's funny is Alice spent so long preparing the prawns, so long preparing this dish, that I thought, is she being part of the team? Is she contributing? But if she puts up a dish like that, it's good stuff, yeah.
They've done a good job, also. I really like it.
Guido, if you read on a menu lasagna with zucchini, peas, ricotta, would you order it?
Well, it's quite strange. It's not really the classic lasagna dish you can expect. In a lasagna dish, you expect more taste. Here, it's a kind of a soft recipe, in my opinion.
Yeah. To be honest, I like it. I think it's really nice and fresh. It may have been nicer if they'd used more green vegetables, so it was a bit more hearty. There's lots to choose from, but it looks really delicious.
No, there's no more penne. No, but we have more fusilli and... Okay.
We're almost at the end of service and, you know, we're getting through our portions of food. It's fantastic. Until...
Carly, Andy, Carly. So we have a lot of pasta, pretty good pasta, but we do not have enough sauce.
Just as I think things are starting to quiet down, Roberto comes in and tells us we have to make another pasta because There's more than 500 people coming in to eat.
So we have a lot of people outside that they are still waiting for food. Yeah, we are obliged to do something else.
This is the last thing I needed. Bang, hit with another sucker punch.
Apparently the people are loving it. They're flooding in the cafe. We've now got to feed an extra 200 people. I don't know how that happened. The word must have got out that we can actually cook beautiful food.
This is pretty incredible. We fed 500 people and we just have to keep going because there's more people walking into the cafeteria to eat our food. So my plan is to do a casarecce pasta with some cheeses.
I'm tossing our new pasta. This is our cheese and black pepper pasta, which is pretty famous around here apparently, and hopefully it tastes good.
Well, this is the first dish from the red team. What do you think, George?
I love it. I love the look of this prawn casarecce. Big, juicy prawns sitting on the top there. Very appealing.
Let's taste. Oh, it's tasty. Oh, wow.
Molto buono.
Oh, yeah. That has got a lot of flavour.
I think it's a simple recipe and connect seafood with pasta in a good way.
I love the prawns. They're cooked perfectly.
And I love that lemon and parsley in there. Once you stir it through, it's just a big kick of flavour.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Well, the next dish is the one I'm most excited about.
Really?
The lasagna with the pork sausage in it.
That's delicious.
This is a classic lasagna dish.
And you've even got nice big bits of sausage there as well, haven't you? This lasagna is absolutely beautiful. The pasta is cooked beautifully. It's soft. That cheese sauce with just the right consistency, and that sausage and the pork that they've braised together is just really tasty.
Wow. That was spectacular.
Very good. So one question, is this as good as the Italians make it?
Yeah. This one is a very good dish of lasagna. Very good.
Only one more dish to go for Fali with pea, zucchini and basil pesto.
Let's do it.
Looking forward to it.
The real Italian pesto recipe is without peas and zucchini, but I must say that it's a creative way to add ingredients, simple ingredients, to the pesto recipe.
And then it's really good for you too. It's lovely. I like it.
Okay, guys, 2 o'clock. The service is finished. Very well done. Very well done. Bravi, bravi.
Oh man, I reckon I served about 50 of those fry pans full of pasta. I reckon we've done about 40 kilos of pasta out the back, so man, it was a good day.
I've got a good feeling about this, but I know the green team, they're a really strong team as well. And I'm really hopeful we're going to win, but we'll just have to see.
The bit I hate most is when service stops and we have to wait to find out who won and who lost, especially when you can't tell. I think both teams did an outstanding job, and there's going to be one very sad team at the end of today.
Well, look at you lot. Another team challenge, another bedraggled lot. Have you been through the ringer? That was a great challenge. I think one of our best. And the reason being is you fed a lot of people with some great food, and that was good to see. You want some stats?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. 659 people. Well done. And in fact, most of them had a couple of portions of pasta. So if you add it up, it's about 1,200 plus meals you served today. That is good work. Really, really good work. What you've got to remember, though, through all that hard work and determination you just showed us, is there's a serious side to today. And that's the fact that there's going to be a losing team. That losing team is going to go into elimination. And from there, one person is not returning to the MasterChef kitchen.
Before we reveal the results let's look at how you went in the kitchen. Red team, let's look at your food. That lasagna, Guido Barilla said that was the dish of the day.
Oh my God! Good job, girl.
It was yum. Hopefully the amount of time it took to mise en place and serve that lasagna didn't affect the other two dishes.
All right, green team. Julia, talking about that lasagna. Brave choice,
Yeah.
going with a vegetarian lasagna, not typically Italian. But you know what? You sold out. That's a good sign, right?
Yeah, it was really exciting. It was actually a vegetarian lasagna was Andy's idea, and I love that it was his idea because you've got to have a point of difference. If both teams had done 2 pork lasagnas, you know, it's not exciting for the people of Barilla, so
Yeah.
we wanted to do something different.
Ben, that sauce, say it for me, George.
Amatriciana.
I just love the way he says it. Really beautiful. It just was nice and smoky, well seasoned. Guido loved it.
Thank you.
Another positive, Alice, even though you spent all morning peeling, deveining, chopping prawns, I think it paid off. It was a good dish, it was fresh, it was clean, it was popular, and again, we all loved it.
Awesome.
Well done.
These team challenges are hard. They're hard because it wasn't like there was a team that produced bad food. There was no bad food today. Both teams were successful today, but of course, there can only be one winning team.
We've got 2 immunity pins in our team, Kylie and Mindy. It is so, so important that we win this challenge. Otherwise, it's down to Bo, Wade, and I fighting it out in an elimination challenge. I'm not going. I'm not going.
I'm feeling pretty confident that the green team's going to win today. I mean, we put our heart and soul into that team challenge. I think we couldn't have worked better as a team.
The winning team of the Barilla Pasta Challenge, right here in Parma, is the red team.
Well done.
Oh my word! Good job, guys. I was not expecting that.
Oh, guys, thank you all so much. Thank you. Flipping heck, I was so not expecting that.
Oh, crap. I think my knees just gave way.
You know what it is? Sometimes popularity is the way to go, and that lasagna, in Guido's words, was one of the best. And hey, you know what? He's eaten more pastas than we've had hot dinners.
Surprisingly.
Okay?
Well, you get a wonderful prize for being the winning team. Tomorrow, you're going to do something truly unique. You're going to go to a cheese factory and you're going to make Parmigiano Reggiano.
What a thrill! That's great! Look at that!
And guess what? You're safe to continue on in the MasterChef kitchen.
All right,
So well
yeah,
done.
that's what it's all about.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Green team, we know. Tragic day. You wanted to win, you produced some great food. To be honest, I couldn't really criticise what you did. We loved your dishes. So it just comes down to this. Top 10, competition's tough. But as the losing team, it means the whole team now is going to face elimination. Tomorrow, one of you will be leaving the top 10. And Alice, you have a lot of thinking to do. Get your heads in the right space, get some rest. We'll see you tomorrow.
Losing today is a terrible feeling because we did so well. It always hurts more when you do well and lose. Because what else could we have done apart from what we did?
Next time on MasterChef Australia.
This is going to be a big day.
The green team cook for their lives and an entire village.
These are a brave and hardened bunch.
For their final challenge in Italy, these amateur cooks must prepare a traditional 5-course feast.
I'm feeling
really pressured.
To keep their MasterChef dream alive.
I'd pray that they love my food because I don't want to go home.
But will Alice choose to play her immunity or risk it all?
You won your immunity pin right here in Italy. Now you've got an opportunity to use it.